Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in as we go ahead and take a look into The Big Bang Theory, season number two, episode number eight. And hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Hopefully, you guys are a fan of what we do in Geeked Out Nation. If so, definitely feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Head over to our Patreon to get some early unedited videos if you guys wanted to. As always, it's completely up to you. Remember, it's always up to you. You guys already know the motto. So let's go ahead and talk about what we saw in the last episode, which was a good episode. Nothing really too major happened as far as it really affecting our main overall story. But it still was a good episode. So the last one, we kind of had Sheldon and Penny kind of going at it with each other. You know, they were butting heads. There was a lot of tension between them. And, the fellas, minus Sheldon, tried to help her out with something. And Sheldon somewhat sensed that the fellas was going to help her out with something. And he leaves them a message as well. So it was all help pretty much just about for everyone involved. And another thing that we saw was that Raj and Howard, they ended up finding out that this like American Top Model type show that they've been watching as of recently with Penny, um, they ended up finding out that the location of the house that the women are, being held, Jesus, I'm saying it like if it's a bad thing, where they're staying at. And they end up finding out that it's relatively close to where they live, where they're pretty much located. And throughout the whole episode, they're like, we're gonna make our way into that house. And believe it or not, they actually did. They actually made their way into the house. They disguised themselves as mechanics. And that's how they did that. And again, that was really the episode. Nothing too crazy, nothing too major. Just a good old time, good old laughs. And that's really all that it was. So, again, hopefully you guys are a fan of the show. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what we do here.
Paper, scissors, Lizard-Spock.
What?
What? It's
Yeah.
very simple. But scissors cuts paper. Paper
Right.
covers rock.
Okay.
Rock crushes lizard. Lizard
right.
poisons Spock. Spock smashes scissors. Scissors decapitates lizard. Lizard eats paper. Paper disproves Spock. Spock vaporizes rock. And as it always has, rock crushes scissors.
That's a little too complicated.
Okay, I think I got it.
No way.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. With brilliant plumage, or the rutting baboon with engorged hindquarters.
I wonder if this is really going to work.
Pink eye.
Mock me if you will, but it works. You show up at a club in something distinctive by big teeth, but on you they work.
Oh no, that's totally
I
not
got
going
a
to
whole
work.
list of them. Who wants to be my wingman?
You're not gonna need a wingman, you're gonna need a paramedic.
Howard, your scooter's blocking my car. Oh, did you get pink eye again? Scooter before I pick it up and throw it in the dumpster.
Ow.
Series until I've seen the Clone Wars movie.
Oh my gosh.
I prefer to let George Lucas disappoint me in the order he intended.
Well, I wanna watch it now.
Then I believe we've arrived at another quintus. DEFCON 1 is a crisis.
How can 5 not be worse than 1?
Yeah, Star Trek 5, worse than 1.
Okay, first of all, that's a comparison of quality, not intensity. Secondly, Star Trek 1 is orders of magnitude worse than Star Trek 5.
Are you joking? Star Trek 5 is the standard against which all badness is measured.
Star Trek
I
5
wouldn't
has
know. I never
specific
watched Star
failures
Trek.
in writing and direction, while Star Trek 1 fails across the board. Art direction, costuming, music, sound editing.
Oh no.
Can we just forget I said DEF CON and go?
Star Trek.
Hey, Howard, is everything okay?
Yeah, baby, I'll be right in.
You brought
Now
a
we know
girl
how.
to the Mars rover control room?
Yeah, I picked her up in the bar. She's a doctor. One free barium enema on my
Decks on distant planets?
Yes, I was bad. Maybe she'll spank me. Can we please move on?
Hey, Howard, it's getting late, so do I get to drive this thing or what?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but something's come up. Kind of a Mars rover, can Howard come over?
You should have just said emergency.
So my friend Leonard is gonna take you home.
Oh, okay. Let's go, friend Leonard.
Okay.
I'll call you.
Yeah. So, are you a scientist like Howard?
No one's a scientist like Howard.
My mother is so gonna love her.
Oh, how nice. Maybe they can carpool when they visit you in federal prison.
Right. I wonder if he's gonna be able to get this thing out. Yo, I was so gonna say, watch her do something like this.
I totally interrupted you. What were you saying?
Just that Howard's a terrific guy. He's got a great sense of humor. He loves his mother a lot. Some people say too much.
I really like that you're such a loyal friend.
Yeah, I am loyal. You know, if you look at the big picture. Cool.
Look at Leonard being a playa. Or Howard though.
Anything?
Actually, I was just checking my email. But, nope, the rover is not responding.
I believe the approach when they arrive.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I guess we have to turn to plan B.
What's plan
What's
B?
that?
Erase all the hard drives, grab the surveillance tapes, wipe our fingerprints off every surface, and run.
What?
Why wasn't that plan A?
A NASA spokesman states that
The Mars rover?
No, you're mistaken.
Yeah, when we first met,
Hopefully-
you said that if I went
hopefully
out with you, I
Leonard
could
does
drive
not
a
walk
car on
out.
Mars.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hopefully Leonard doesn't come out with the girl.
Liam, you started by asking if I was from Mars because my ass was out of this world.
Well, that does sound like me, but no.
Is there some problem?
I gotta keep that one. That was a good one.
Listen, I have to kind of sneak out.
Went to the office.
What the hell was that?
No, not like...
Leonard is going to the office.
Why did he say it like that? Oh my god. Oh no. Howard's gonna say some way, somehow he's gonna sense something. Watch. Oh, I thought that we're gonna set it up to be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
She just jumped right on it.
If I knew you were waiting, I would have swallowed that lasagna whole.
You've reached Dr. Steph.
Yeah.
Screw him, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Well, have you slept with her yet? You...
They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
Rock, paper, scissors, Lizard-Spock.
I thought they were gonna fight for it, like
Okay, one
with the
of us
chat,
is going to have to stop putting
the
up
little
Spock.
sticks.
How do we decide that?
Rock, paper, scissors, Lizard-Spock.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Howard. Howard?
Sheldon.
Howard is employing a schoolyard paradigm in which you are...
You know, screw it, I'm just gonna eat the dumpling.
He's like, I don't care about this crap.
Come on in.
Oh, you made your way
Bad time?
over here?
Yeah, but I don't see a better one on the horizon, so...
Oh, if it isn't Mrs. Dead to me.
Breakup, and I thought she might like to meet somebody fun like you.
Leonard, Stephanie, you're alive! So anyway, Lisa, I just wanted Friday. My mother needs a head count so she can know how big a brisket to get.
Oh my god, it's Howard.
Look at this.
Anyway, call me. It's Howard.
Persons alike. It's unclear how the Mars rover got into the crevice, but one thing we'll never know: who's responsible.
Dude, he could have been blown up.
Son of a bitch.
Right, he could have been huge. That could have been something massive for him, man. Oh, man. All right, though, ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode for The Big Bang Theory, season number 2. And it was a really good one, man. It was really, really funny. Started out the show, you know, as always, as normal, as usual, you know, with the fellas all hanging out. And Howard comes into the room, and he's dressed mighty fancy. He's dressed mighty fancy, as always. His belt buckles look awesome. I don't know if I'm the only one who will ever be noticing that, but his belt buckles are freaking sick. But anyways, so he's dressed all fancy, right? Where are you going? What's the plan? Better yet, what the hell happened to your eye? So this is all part of Howard's plan, right? He dressed himself up super nice. He's got the eye patch, and he's planning on going out possibly to a bar, maybe club, hopefully pick up girls. Now his game plan is to pick up girls pretty much because of the eye patch. That's like what he thinks is gonna help him pick up girls. So right out the gate when he's saying all this crap, I'm like, yeah, well, okay, Howard, we're gonna listen to you say you're gonna pick up girls, and it's been a struggle for you to do that these last few couple episodes, or the last season as well. So I was just like, yeah, okay. But then the very next scene that we see him in, um, well, the next scene that we actually do see Howard in, because he does call Leonard saying, "Hey, I need you guys. It's an emergency." Which, when he does call saying that, it really is an emergency. So when they get there, right, I'm like, okay, wonder what's going on. Is Howard okay? Like, hopefully nothing's too major, nothing too bad, right? So what Howard ended up doing, in case no one really caught on to what he did, that he needed the emergency was that so Howard creates these these things like machines that get sent off into space, like to Mars, for example, so that they could do research experiment. You guys know how that works. Um, so he was showing off a little bit, right, and showing the girl one of the things that he created that's actually currently on Mars. Obviously for the show, not real life. Currently on Mars. And him just dicking around, he ends up getting the rover that got over there, spent millions possibly of money to get it over there. He ends up getting it stuck. And I'm not sure on what specifically, but he gets it stuck to the point where he's not able to get it out. So when he calls them over, he's like, okay, I need you guys to help me get this thing out. Leonard, just take the girl home. I think her name is Stephanie. Just take her home. Okay. Leonard agrees. And I wish I said this. I so wish I said this before anything happened, but I was like totally feeling something. I'm like, hopefully Leonard doesn't do anything. I mean, there was no signs of anything possibly going to happen, but I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I was just definitely on, like, I was definitely looking towards that way, and just was like, would Leonard do something kind of like that, especially to Howard? And again, I was thinking it, and I totally should have said it before it happened. Um, but yeah, it definitely happened. Leonard ended up hooking up with the girl that Howard wanted to be with, and it broke Howard up, man. It broke him up pretty bad. But before we get to that part, I thought this part was awesome too. Just the whole idea that these guys come up with. He's like, all right, if we can't unstuck this rover, we're gonna have to just destroy all the evidence, destroy as if we were here, clean off the fingerprints, everything. And that's what they do. And I thought it was funny that the next scene that we see them in, um, Howard's looking at the news, and he's hearing about the thing he created pretty much being messed up and stuff, and he's like, fuck, and I thought it was funny. Another thing that I thought that was funny though, you guys, was um how in the hell is Howard gonna hit Penny with the same line he hit Stephanie with, which was trying to get Penny to come over to the lab and show her the rover and have her drive it and stuff. I don't know. I just thought that was so funny. Something that it is so something that Howard would do. So I thought it was just hilarious. Yep. And then what else happens? La la la. This also, guys, to me was really, really funny. Leonard calls Sheldon over here to tell him, "Hey, I'm heading out. I'm not gonna tell you where, and in case anybody tells you, just don't tell them. If anything, just say I'm at the office." This is pointless. You didn't need to tell Sheldon anything. You really didn't need to. And I thought this was funny because even Sheldon's like, if you're not gonna tell me where you're going, like for real going, and then if you're like want me to cover for you, but you're not telling me anything, like what the hell is the point of you even telling me to come over here? I don't know. I just thought this was really funny. How they did this and played this whole part out right here. Um, and then Leonard does his thing, goes on the little date with Stephanie, and he does his thing. He does his thing, and eventually Stephanie calls Howard and tells Howard that she's just not feeling him, and I'm guessing that her and Stephanie and Leonard are, I guess, seeing each other, which that's one thing I do want to know is if this is just like a one episode type thing, or is Stephanie going to be around to stick around just for a little bit longer. Hopefully we get to see that in the next episode. um I thought it was funny though, like how he just gets so mad at Leonard and just turns around and he's like, I hate you, and then just closes the door super Howard like. I thought it was funny. And then the last thing I really want to touch up on, because again, it's just like the last episode, a really good episode, just nothing I don't think that's really gonna matter for the future episodes to come, unless Stephanie sticks around. But I doubt that's possibly gonna happen. Again, hopefully we get to see a little bit more about that. But I thought it was so hilarious how Howard was beyond pissed. I'm talking pissed at Leonard and Stephanie. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was Howard, I would feel a little hurt that Leonard brought Stephanie over. Then again, who am I to say what? This is Leonard's house. So, but anyways, I thought this was hilarious. They're like, well, I guess it'll just be the three of us hanging out. And Leonard, I was thinking when they said that, I'm like, three of us, just just you, Leonard, Stephanie, and who else is there? So I guess they arranged to have like a little blind date for Howard, which I thought it was so hilarious how the moment he hears that, his attitude changes and he's like, guys, I missed you. And I just thought it was so funny, man. I was just over here dying. And then I know I said this is the last thing, but then the really last thing about this episode was that he started to do the same thing like he was doing with Stephanie to the other girl, just being super weird and super, I guess, annoying. She looked like she was ignoring him as well. I don't know. But that's all the time that we have for today, guys. Man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. You guys know I did. I was laughing from the beginning to end, as I normally do with this show. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, enjoy your day. Good night, good evening, and I'll see you guys next time.